Okay.
Nice. Okay.
There we go. Surprise me. Okay. So starting off with an aldehyde, then I'm going to surprise you with the product.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to start off with our aldehyde, and then we're going to get to an alkene.
Okay.
What are you thinking? How do we get there?
Okay, so I'm looking at the difference because there's a few more carbons on this one than there is on this one. So we go from 3 carbons to 7 carbons. Can we do a Grignard reagent?
We can start off with what you're thinking.
Okay.
So if you want to write out the Grignard reagent that we would use and then build whatever that alcohol would be. All right, we have an ethyl, right? You're adding 2 carbons. Great. And then in total, we're going to have how many carbons?
We'll just have the 5 on the bottom.
Great. How do we go potentially from an alcohol to an alkene? And I want you to think about organic chemistry 2 reactions that we've learned.
Okay.
Is there anything that we've learned that gets to, maybe there's a middle step, who knows, but that forms an alkene? We can look at just different types of reactions we've learned about aldehydes.
Yeah, that's true. I was thinking like Wittig.
Yep.
Okay, is that right?
Beautiful. That's
It was on my mind. It was on my mind. I was like, I think it's Wittig. Okay.
Good. So, great. We know that will form an alkene. But what do we need before then?
We need the ylide.
We do need the ylide, but that reaction comes from what starting material?
Like a ketone or...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So we need to form that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
How do we form that?
We could do... This is what, secondary alcohol?
Yep.
We could do PCC.
Beautiful.
My favorite one.
Beautiful.
I love that one.
Okay, we can do PCC. Then go ahead and just draw out what that's going to form.
Okay.
All right, we know a secondary alcohol using oxidation is then going to form a ketone. Now that we finally have the ketone, we know reactions of aldehydes and ketones can form that alkene using our Wittig reaction. So what are our reagents? If we had to write it out, what do you think it would be?
Isn't it the PPH3?
Yep.
That one. PPH3. And there's something else that's on it.
What does the ylide typically look like?
Because it has a BULI? Or am I thinking
So
of
that was
American?
Forming the ylide.
Oh, okay.
Right? We can automatically now just have that reagent where it would...
Oh, I see. Oh, a double bond.
Double bond.
I see. I
Double bond to the R group that we're adding.
Okay,
so
that
what
makes
R
sense.
group are we adding?
Just this methyl right here.
And yes, it is a methyl, but it's also... What else? Because this is a new carbon that we're introducing.
Oh, I see what you're saying, because it'll be replacing this.
Yes.
So technically it'll be double bond CH
Keep going.
with the CH3.
Beautiful. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yes. And you did it.